Hey folks, this video is essentially, like, requested by John Cross, the marvellous man behind the After Movie Diner podcast and the After Movie Diner stroke Dr. Action, the Kick-Ass Kid commentaries and the webpage. So basically I was going to go through all my DVDs, do like a massive overview, but seeing as there's fucking thousands of the bastards, it would take hours and hours and hours. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through I'm going to go through an update of the films that I've bought in the last couple of days that I picked up really cheap in either charity shops or like the marketplace on Amazon. But what I will do, I'll give you a quick look at the this is all action on this shelf all the way down to the bottom down there. At the top is, excluding Pound of Flesh, is every single Jean-Claude Van Damme film that he's made, which is really sad that I own all them. There's all the box sets and stuff. There's every single season of South Park, and then you got all my Blu-rays. Excuse the messy shelves. It's full of crap on there. All my Blu-rays down to the bottom there, and then if I can spin around because my leg's caught. Let me spin around. There's some more up there. See, that's my Arrows, and there's some Eurekas there, and a couple of more box sets. But on the bottom shelf is all my Arrows. Up the top is some DVDs. There's all this lot as well. There's more Arrows, Shameless. So there's a lot of stuff there, and then in DVD corner, which goes all the way up to the ceiling. These are the ones that I've got on display. There's about 5 or 6 boxes full under my bed and in that cupboard there. So yeah, I need to quit buying DVDs. But what I'm going to do an update on the stuff that I bought these last couple of days, or in the last week or last 2 weeks. But I'm going to do this in 2 parts, because this is the first part with this lot, and there are more that I wanted to show as well, which I'll do in a second part. So yeah, let's get cracking. First up, which I bought, I think it was like 25p on Amazon, it is the film Company Business, starring Mr. Gene Hackman and Mr. Mikhail Baryshnikov. I've never seen this film. Basically, the films that I'm going to show you today are ones that I've either not seen in a very, very long time that I can't remember, or films that I've never seen. So, yeah, these are those films, which is really sad. So, yeah, this is Company Business, starring Gene Hackman and Mikhail Baryshnikov. I've got some notes which I've written down, so excuse me while I just quickly have a goosey. Yeah, it's from 1991, and it was written and directed by Nicholas Meyer. Now, Nicholas Meyer was responsible for doing the Star Trek movies. Well, not all the Star Trek movies. He did, I think it was Search for Spock, Undiscovered Country, and The Wrath of Khan, which is the greatest of the Star Trek movies by far, and it was made in 1991. So yeah, that is Company Business. Like I said, I've never seen this one before. It was like 24p on Amazon, including the £1.26 postage and packaging. So I really put the price down. Like I'm paying £1.26. I'm not paying the 23p for it. So because the £1.26 is neither here nor there when it comes to postage and packaging. You buy a film for a penny, your quid's in anyway. So yeah, there you go. Company Business. That's the first one. Next up, we have a film. I actually watched this the other night, and I fucking loved it. I thought it was really good. I hadn't seen this film in a very, 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 very long time. It is Narrow Margin. Again, now this was another very, very cheap one. I think it was like 75p on Amazon. I went with this one because it was the cheapest. I'm quite cheap when it comes to buying movies, so I'll try and go for the cheapest option I can find. There was another version. There was an import version which was £1.25, or there was this version which was like 75p. So I went with this version from Zova Stocks on Amazon, and they're really good. I buy from them all the time. Never have any problems with them. Check them out. Biggest used DVD, CDs, whatever it is, on Amazon, and I think they're on, I say play.com, but it's not play.com anymore, it's Rakuten.com. So on there, yeah, get from them. But this is Narrow Margin. It's a remake of a 1950s B-movie of the same sort of name. It had the in the title in that version, but this has got again Gene Hackman, and it's got Anne Archer in it, and this is directed by Peter Hyams, who directed things like 2010 A Space, no, that's 2001 A Space Odyssey, 2010 The Year We Made Contact, Time Cop, Sudden Death, Capricorn 1, just some really, really great action. Oh, and Outland, can't forget Outland. Outland's like an awesome film. But this is really cool. This is like a guy having to transport a murder witness from Canada back to America, and the only way he can do it is on a train. And while they're on the train, they're getting hunted by 2 assassins sent by the mob boss. It's really good. There's a great train ending, like finale, which I highly recommend checking out. Really cool film, really enjoyed it. Glad it was cheap as chips. Then this is seriously, I bought this film, Days of Heaven, on the merits of the cinematography. I don't know anything about the film. I know it's a Terrence Malick movie. He did it after Badlands, and he didn't make another movie then, I don't think, until Thin Red Line, I think it was, something like 30 years or 20 something years. Sorry the glare on this. I might actually just turn this off. There we go, it's a bit better. Yeah, this is Days of Heaven. Apparently this is one of the most beautiful looking movies of all time, but it is available on Blu-ray, but it's only available on Criterion, and there's no fucking way I am paying money for Criterion releases, because they are ridiculously overpriced for what they are. But this was like, I think this is the most expensive of this lot that I bought. This one was, I think, $275, because it was the cheapest one I could find. It's the Paramount release, and yeah, I'll check it out at some point. It's quite a short movie. It's only 90 minutes, which is quite short for a Terrence Malick movie. But yeah, it's got Richard Gere, Brooke Adams, Sam Shepard in it, and I will check this out at some point. I got this again from Overstocks, although a couple of the ones I've had from Overstocks have had problems with the packaging. I don't know if you can see that there. Just let's see if we can get it to, yeah. See, it's just a little bit fucked up on the sides. There's a couple more that have been fucked up as well, but I mean, for the price, I mean, especially this one, is a little bit pissed off because I paid nearly £3 for it, plus the postage and packaging. I'm kind of a bit pissed off that it's a bit wrecked, but the discs are spot on. And next up, a film I saw in the cinema when I was a kid, and I fucking loved it. This is Twister from Jean de Bont, who directed Speed, and this is a really cool movie. It's probably one of the best so-called disaster movies that came out in the 90s. Like, oh god, there was hundreds of the bastards. There was loads of them. There was Twister, Volcano, which is terrible, and there was Dante's Peak, and I can't remember the others. But this is probably the best of the ones that I can think of at the moment. Cool movie, great cast. It's got Bill Paxton, it's got Helen Hunt, it's got Philip Seymour Hoffman, it has Jamie Gertz from Lost Boys and other 80s teen movies. Yeah, and Cary Elwes from Saw. As most people know him from Saw. I know him from Princess Bride, where he played Wesley. As You Wish. But yeah, really cool. Again, I think this was like 17p. And it's in spot-on condition. The reason I'm buying all the DVDs is because they are movies that I've not seen in a long time, but I didn't want to spend out money on the Blu-ray versions because they might not be as good as I remembered them to be, because I've done that in the past. I've bought Blu-rays that I thought were really cool when I was younger, and it turns out they were actually a pile of shit, and now I'm stuck with the Blu-ray, because I don't like to sell my movies. It's a very weird thing. I used to sell it a lot when I used to work for Blockbuster, but not anymore. This is probably the best bargain that I got while going through Amazon looking for movies and shit. This is the Coen Brothers collection, which has The Big Lebowski, which I already have on a single disc, The Hudsucker Proxy, Barton Fink, and Blood Simple. I bought this because I'd never seen the Hudsucker Proxy, Barton Fink, or Blood Simple, and I was just looking for Coen Brothers movies because I've never really been into the Coen Brothers movies. To be honest with, like, I've seen a few of them, but I've never really got that into them. But this was my bargain. This is like 3 movies. It's quite a thick box as well, and it's in absolutely spot on condition. It was 75p. 75p for this. I've seen this selling for like 25, but 75p. And I watched Barton Fink the other day, and it was a very, very odd but very cool movie. I'm going to watch Hudsucker Proxy, and I'm definitely going to watch Blood Simple, because Blood Simple is a film that I'm very eager to see, as it's their first one, and it's a noir-y kind of movie. But yeah, this was really cool. I'm so glad I managed to find this for so cheap. So I will be checking them out. This one, I've been meaning to get this for a while. I used to own it on VHS. I don't own it on VHS anymore because I don't have any VHS left, because I got rid of them all, even though I still have a VHS player. I tell a lie, I didn't get rid of all my VHS. I still own Scary Movie 2. Yes, I know, it's bad. But this one, this really kind of made me interested. Well, I got interested in this movie because of the Tarantino involvement, because I think he produced it, or executive produced it, and it was written by Roger Avery, and it's Killing Zoe. This, or Killing Zoe, as some people I know prefer to refer to as Killing Zoe, starring Eric Stoltz. I haven't seen this film in a very, very, very long time. This is the US release. It is the artisan release. It was cheap. Really, really cheap. I really don't like I like the cover, but I don't like the spine. Would just block, like, fucking Impact, or whatever the fuck they call it these days. Is it Impact, or is it Arial Bold? It just looks cheap, and like those really cheapo kind of not bootleg, but like budget releases. I know this is like really, really cheap anyway, but come on, Artisan, you could have done a better cover than this. I mean, even the title's a bit shit. But yeah, I kind of remember it being a pretty cool movie, and I kind of like Roger Avery, and I like Eric Stoltz, and I like Julie Delpy, who everyone's going to know who Julie Delpy is from those stupid Richard Linklater movies where she just talks to Ethan Hawke for a couple of hours. I know her from American Werewolf in Paris. Fucking terrible movie, but that's how I remember. This next one is another Coen Brothers movie. Again, I've never seen this. It came out when I was working in Blockbuster, but I never got around to watching it, and it's one I've been meaning to watch for a long time because it won, I think it won Best Film? Or something. It won an Oscar for something. This is, again, the American release. This is No Country for Old Men, starring, let's have a look. We have Tommy Lee Jones, Javier Bardem, and Brand from the Goonies, or as I like to call him, Josh Brolin. Yeah, again, it's a film I've really wanted to see for a long time, never got around to watching it. This was cheap as fuck. I think I paid, again, like 25p for it, so no problem with that. This is the one I mean. This, if you see the actual cover is a bit fucked, but yeah, there we go. There's that one. This next one is it's a cheesy kind of Indiana Jones knockoff. I say it's a knockoff, but it's based on a novel, or based on the character that was created by Clive Cussler, who's the same character that originally appeared in the movie Raise the Titanic, which again is one of those films that kind of, I say it didn't divide critics because every critic fucking hated it, but it's not a terrible movie. It's actually quite a good movie. I know someone who actually loves Raise the Titanic, but this one is Sahara. Now, I used to own this years ago when it came out in the UK, and I bought the UK edition, or the UK X-Rental version, because I worked in Blockbuster from I worked in Blockbuster from 2003 to 2013, and there was a lot of films that came out during that time. But I used to own this one, and it's a film I'd not seen in a while. I watched a trailer for it the other day, and I went, yeah, that was actually quite a fun movie. I might actually buy that. So yeah, that's what I kind of do. If I see a film that I fancy, I'll just buy it. I don't give a fuck anymore. This is, again, a US release, so if it's not as good as it was the first time round, or not as fun as it was, I'll just whack it on eBay for like £1 or something like that. So there's that one. Now, This one, I simply bought this one because it was on TV the other day and I forgot how much fun it was and how much I liked it, and realised I didn't own it on DVD. Which is weird because I own a lot of really dodgy, like, 80s, early 90s romantic comedies on DVD, which is quite weird for a bloke. But I assure you I am very, very straight. It's Pretty Woman, walking down the street, pretty woman, she has some smelly feet. Pretty Woman. Yeah, big whoop. Want to fight about it? Cool movie. That's not Julia Roberts. That's a body double. Ooh, the face. Hello, my name is Julia Roberts. Yeah, cool movie. I've seen this loads of times and I don't own it. So now I do. So yeah, cool. Gary Marshall directed it, who made a living out of making really, really cheesy rom-coms. I think he did The Runaway Bride as well, which was when they reunited and she played someone who just ran away from weddings. It wasn't very good. Next one, U-Turn, from Oliver Stone, starring man who makes movies now only to win awards, Sean Penn and Jennifer Lopez. It also has Nick Nolte in it. I will try and do an impression of Nick Nolte, but it hurts my throat. Is that Nick Nolte? That was my Nick Nolte impression. Hurt my throat, see. Again, I've not seen this film in a long ass time. Powers Booth, who always makes movies watchable. Claire Danes, who is fit. Joaquin Phoenix, who's a knob. Billy Bob Thornton, and Jon Voight. So, yeah, cool movie. I think the character was called Toby TNT that Joaquin Phoenix played. But yeah, excuse me. Looking forward to checking this bad boy out again. It's been a while since I watched it, and yeah, so cheapo DVDs. And we've only got 2 left now, and then I will end the video, and we'll do the second part, which I'll upload at another day. First but last but least. Least but last but one, that's what I meant. Desperate Measures, starring Michael Keaton and Andy Garcia, about a cop whose child needs a bone marrow transplant, but the only donor is the criminal, played by Batman. I'm Batman. I kind of remember this film being really, really cool. A fast and violent movie from The Sun. I mean, that's from Paul Ross, that is. Yeah, again, I was just looking through trailers on YouTube, and I came across Desperate Measures, and I thought, you know what, I've not seen that in a while as well. Looked on Amazon, 17p. Fuck it, I'll buy it. Really good condition this is in. Again, it's a film I've not seen in a while. Looking forward to watching it again. Even if it's shit, I'll be like, I don't care, it was 17p. So yeah. And finally, no collection would be complete without Ghost. Yes, another cheesy romantic movie. But wait, it's not. It's actually a thriller. Starring Patrick Swayze, who is, I would turn homosexual for him if he was still alive. I love the man. Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg. It is a thriller. People think, oh, it's a romantic drama. No, it's not. She has to find out who killed Patrick Swayze. I'm Patrick Swayze. I'm Demi Moore. Very small photo of Whoopi Goldberg. Sorry about the focus. But, yeah, again, I was watching the trailers. I kind of do this. I go through watching trailers on YouTube. And if I see a trailer for a film I've not seen in a long time and that I don't own on DVD, I just buy it. I know it's really bad. It's like I don't even have any money. I've maxed out 2 credit cards from buying DVDs, which I'm struggling to pay off. But I keep buying them, which is silly. I know it's silly. But when you've got a collection like this, and a DVD corner and all this crap, yeah. Yeah, then, like, it's kind of worth it, because I don't drink, but I do smoke, and I don't go out because I'm in my 30s, I fucking hate modern music, so I spend all my money on either pens for drawing comic books, which is what I'm doing at the moment, or these shiny little bastards, and I enjoy every single one of them. So thank you very much for watching this. I will do another video where I will show the last ones that I bought, as this video is 20 minutes long. I am apologising because it is 20 minutes long and you've heard me ramble for that amount of time. Nobody should listen to me ramble for that amount of time. Yeah. Peace!